Let's talk about trim lines. Album Stomp makes the task of designing beautiful albums simple, but even still, there are a couple of elements of album design that can be confusing if you're unfamiliar. Among these confusing elements of album design is the notion of trim. Let's get some background info. Every page of every album, when printed and bound, will be trimmed so that all the pages are exactly the same size and shape. Most album companies trim about a 1/4 inch, or roughly 6 millimeters, but that amount can vary from company to company and even from album to album. In Album Stomp, we've included a visual cue to show you where the trim area will be when you're designing. This area is indicated by a faded out border at the edge of your design area. Does this mean that this is exactly where your album company will trim your album? Unfortunately, it does not. What it means is that your album company will trim your album somewhere within this area, so any image content in this area may be trimmed away. It's best to select image placement based on retaining the important elements of your images. For example, if I want to ensure that the top of this person's head doesn't get trimmed off, I'll swap its placement with this image, which has more headroom. Album Stomp also provides safe guides, though they are disabled by default for most types of albums. Safe guides are helpful design tools that give you a visual indication of where your images will be safe from trimming. Some album companies have provided us with a safe guide measurement, but not all have. You can add your own safe guides in the settings menu. We recommend doubling the trim value as a rule of thumb. But when it comes to designing near trim lines or safe guides, our best advice is to either design your albums with the images going all the way to the edge of the page, or to keep your image content well within the safe area, leaving ample negative space around your images. Give it a try in your own album designs. Happy stomping!